In a statement that not only shocked South Korea's entertainment world but also shook millions of armies around the globe, Kim Taehyung, or BTS's V, announced that he will soon deliver an official statement regarding BTS's future. The big question now is, why is it only Taehyung who will speak? Where is Jungkook? And is this a sign that something bigger and possibly more shocking is happening behind the scenes? The statement didn't come from the agency, but from an internal source who confirmed that Taehyung is preparing a personal announcement that will change the way we've seen BTS all this time. No specific date has been mentioned, but Korean media has started to speculate that this might be directly related to individual contract scenarios among the members, including the possibility of a breakup that was once dismissed as mere wild rumor. But now, with Jungkook absent from the conversation, the public is starting to wonder, is there a hidden conflict the public doesn't know about? Of course, as two central figures in BTS, both Taehyung and Jungkook share a complicated relationship history. They were once an inseparable duo in the eyes of fans, but in recent years, the emotional distance between them has grown. This change is even visible in their on-camera interactions, colder, more formal, and sometimes suggesting an unusual tension. Now, with Taehyung standing alone on such a major issue about the group's future, the public cannot ignore the signs that something much deeper may be at stake. Does this mean BTS is heading for a restructuring that doesn't involve all the members? Is Taehyung taking an independent step for personal reasons? And has Jungkook chosen to withdraw from this conversation? Or has he been systematically excluded? These questions are not only making headlines in Korean and international media, but are also dominating discussions in the global ARMY community, which is feeling increasingly anxious and lost. A source close to Big Hit Music stated that Taehyung's statement isn't just about himself, but concerns the entire future of the group. He is said to be revealing something that has been hidden from the public, a claim that further fuels concerns that the truth to be revealed may not be what fans want to hear. Amid this anticipation, Jungkook's silence only worsens the atmosphere. There is no response from him, no clarification from the agency, and even his official social media accounts appear frozen. The question becomes sharper. If Taehyung is preparing to speak, why does Jungkook choose to stay silent? Is his silence a form of resistance? Or is it a sign that he has been removed from the narrative control of BTS, which now seems to be shifting? Is this only about the group's future, or is there a much deeper internal conflict unfolding? Some entertainment industry analysts are calling this the most mysterious communication crisis in modern K-pop history. Amid all the speculation, one thing is certain. Taehyung has taken the first step, and soon the world will hear what he has been holding back. But until that moment arrives, Jungkook's absence from this issue will continue to be a major question mark, and perhaps the true determining factor of BTS's future itself. News about Taehyung preparing to speak personally about the future of BTS immediately became a trending topic worldwide. Not only in South Korea, but also in the United States, Japan, Indonesia, Brazil, and many other countries, the keyword, Taehyung BTS future statement, flooded search engines and social media. But behind the euphoria and tension, there was an anomaly that could not be ignored. The name Jungkook, the youngest member, global icon, and one of BTS's main pillars, was never mentioned in the context of this major statement plan. What is the meaning behind Jungkook's absence in the grand narrative being shaped by Taehyung? The situation becomes even more complex when looking at the dynamics between Taehyung and Jungkook over the past 2 years. Although both were still seen in some joint projects before the military enlistment period began, many fans noticed a shift in their interactions. In several live streams and variety shows, the emotional distance between them began to show. Even at certain moments, cameras captured blank stares or awkward behavior that contrasted sharply with the warmth they once displayed. Isn't it natural now for the public to wonder if there's a personal conflict affecting the direction of Taehyung's statement? This question does not stand alone. Some observant fans have noted that in several of his personal social media posts, Taehyung often shared reflective, even bitter, quotes. One of the most striking was when he wrote, Sometimes, silence is the loudest voice. That line appeared just 2 weeks after Jungkook deleted all his Instagram content and disappeared from public interaction, a decision that sparked huge speculation at the time. Now, that sentence becomes a boomerang. Who did Taehyung mean? Was it about Jungkook? Or about himself, who has held back the truth for too long? This communication crisis is not just about who speaks or who remains silent, but about what truth is being prepared to be revealed. If Taehyung intends to expose a major truth about BTS's structure, agency decisions, or even interpersonal relations between members, the most important question is, does Jungkook know? And if he knows, why is he silent? Is he in a position that prevents him from speaking? Or is he preparing his own move that will counterbalance Taehyung's statement? Some industry experts revealed that Taehyung's move could be a highly personal and risky communication strategy. In the K-pop world, bold steps like this, taking control of the narrative without agency approval, can have major impacts, both on the artist's image and the group's stability. Is Taehyung ready to bear the consequences? And more importantly, if this step shakes BTS's name, does it mean the end of an era? This uncertainty continues to grow. International media have begun constructing timelines of BTS's potential disintegration. They highlight how legendary idols in the past slowly disappeared from the map due to silent splits never clarified to the public. Could BTS, long considered a symbol of solidarity and unity, be heading down the same path? If true, what is the position of Jungkook, who has long been known as a symbol of the group's spirit and dedication? However, amid the emotional surge and the wave of speculation surrounding Taehyung's personal statement regarding BTS's future, one fundamental question must be emphasized. Is this event truly real, or is it merely a media construct deliberately shaped to generate sensation? In today's digital era, where news spreads faster than clarification and public emotion often precedes reason, it is crucial for all of us, both loyal fans and critical observers, to pause the emotional flow and reflect more deeply. This is why we emphasize the importance of skepticism and reflective thinking in facing such phenomena. Critical thinking is not a form of disloyalty to an idol, but rather a moral responsibility as consumers of information. Have you verified the quotes allegedly from Taehyung? Or have you only passed on the narrative from viral videos without primary sources? Amidst the torrent of information, only one thing can save us from mass manipulation: the ability to ask, question, and doubt. With full awareness, we state that most of the information in this article comes from social media, including TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter, as well as quotations from entertainment media that have not been fully verified. Therefore, we urge all of you not to immediately believe every form of narrative that emerges. Do not use emotions as the sole benchmark of truth. Ask yourself, who benefits from this coverage? What hidden motives lie behind the uproar of this discourse? Is this truly the voice of the artist, or are there industry hands playing behind the scenes? Thank you for your attention. Let us face such information with a cool head, an open heart, and a sharp mind. Because in this post-truth era, truth no longer belongs to those who speak first, but to those who dare to ask further. Are you ready to be part of a generation that is not easily convinced, but also not easily deceived?